Hey guys, it's Mo and welcome to another beautiful book haul. I'm really excited to share with you the books in this video I'm going to show you guys today. This is everything that I bought in the month of December. Besides, I did post in the month of December a book outlet Black Friday haul, and so I'm not going to be showing those books again. I'll leave the link to that video if you want to check it out below. The rest of these books are all from, I think the rest of these books are all pretty much from Book Depository, Waterstones, which was my first time ordering from Waterstones, book of the month, and I think I had like one book that was sent to me. So I'll go ahead and start off with that book first. I received the ARC for Salvation Station by Catherine Schleich, and this one is a mystery thriller and it sounded really interesting. We're following this captain. I'm not sure where the book takes place at, but she was haunted by this murders of this Hanson family. So the father is a priest and him and the two kids were found murdered and the killer was never found and the wife is still missing. At the same time, we're following multiple storylines. The second one is a televangelist in St. Louis. His name's Ray and he's about to lose his show until one of his regular attendees comes up with this idea that can help save it. It's supposed to be like an edge of your seat thriller. So I'll read it and let you guys know if it lives up to the hype or not. So I think I will show you guys my book of the month choices that I picked for December. So I canceled my book of the month subscription, so I need to use up all of my credits so that I could cancel it, just because I love book of the month, but I just need to get my spending on books a little under control. As you guys know, I've mentioned many times, 2020 is the year that I'm just not going to be spending as much money on books. So I don't know. This is going to be one of the few beautiful book hauls of this year, but that's okay. So, anyways, the first one is The 10,000 Doors of January, which I have already read and reviewed in my December wrap-up. Then we have Color Me In by Natasha Diaz. This one is a young adult book. I don't quite remember what this one was about, but I remember I had talked about it in an anticipated book video. We're following a girl, she's 16 years old, Nevaeh, and she's biracial and she's growing up in an affluent suburb in New York City. Her mom's black, her dad's Jewish, and they both split up. I guess she wants to get to know her extended family and stuff. I don't know, it just sounded like a really interesting family book. And then we have a thriller, The Wives by Taryn Fisher. This one, at first when I heard about it, it didn't really interest me, but then, I don't know, for some reason I just kept seeing it everywhere, and then I read a little bit more into what it was about. I guess we're following this husband who has two other wives, and I think that's the first why I didn't even care to read it, but then people were saying it's not how you expect it'll go and all this stuff, so I just have to give it a try and see whether it's any good or not. Probably the books, well, it's hard to say which books I'm most excited for in this video, but the ones I got from Waterstones are probably the ones that I'm the most excited for. So the first one I came across on book Instagram, and it basically Bookstagram made me buy it, and it's The Black Tulip by Alexandre Dumas. He also wrote Phantom of the Opera, and this cover is designed by Coralie Bickford Smith, one of my favorite illustrators. This is a very limited edition copy. You can't get it on the website or anything. I had to actually email the Waterstones in Amsterdam, which was selling it, so that I can have them ship me a copy, which was a little bit extra, but I mean, I just really wanted this book, and so I'm going to be reading this one. I did enjoy, obviously, Phantom of the Opera, one of my favorite movies of all time, so hopefully I will like this book. Then I got the Waterstones exclusive edition of The Binding by Bridget Collins, and this book is just so gorgeously designed, and it has the purple sprayed edges, and these are the end papers, which are beautiful. We're following this guy. He works on a farm and he gets a letter to become an apprentice to be a bookbinder. He's going to learn how to make beautiful handcrafted volumes, and inside each of them is a unique and extraordinary thing. It's a memory. So if there's something you want to forget, he can help you put it in basically into a book so that your secret you won't forget and won't affect you anymore. He ends up discovering while he's an apprentice a book with his name on it, and it just sounds really interesting. I haven't heard the best reviews on this, but the book is so beautiful and the plot interested me enough to give it a try for myself. Next two books that are talked about so much on BookTube that I just have to read them so I can know what all the hype about them is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is the Waterstones exclusive copy. This one, it has the blue sprayed edges, and I just really need to know what this book is about because everybody and their mom has read this book and loves it. Especially since that's the only book Erin Morgenstern wrote, her second book that just came out, The Star of the Sea. I really wanted the Waterstones exclusive edition, but it was sold out, so I had to get the regular one, but the other edition had like the cool little symbols on the sprayed edges, but oh well, I'm not gonna go spend like a ridiculous amount of money on eBay just to have that edition. It's fine, it's the same book still. And so this is the newest one that just came out. I don't know which one I want to read first. I kind of want to read The Night Circus first, I think. The books that came from Book Depository, I have a few here. The first one I pre-ordered because I wanted this edition. So I already own this book, Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. This is a trilogy, I believe it's going to be. I don't remember for sure, not. But the next one came out, Bring Up the Bodies, and I wanted to have them both in the same, with the same covers and editions. And this one is a historical fiction series, I believe. It's all about the world of the Tudors, and we're following Thomas Cromwell. He was a lowborn boy, and he was basically rose to be one of Henry VIII's most powerful courtiers. I love historical fiction set around like all the royalty and stuff, and I haven't read a book from Thomas Cromwell's perspective. During the time of Henry VIII, it was just such an interesting time, and I haven't read any historical fiction around that time in a while, so I just need to get to these. I've heard such good things about Wolf Hall. I just need to get to it in 2020 for sure. Then we have, I mentioned that I had ordered but hadn't come yet, was the Six of Crows Collector's Edition by Leigh Bardugo. This one is another beautiful book as well with the red sprayed edges. I love that everybody's doing sprayed edges right now. It's awesome. And the last one I got was Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. I loved North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, and so ever since then I've been wanting to read another book by her. And I love the Penguin English Library editions. They're just so floppy and perfect to read. They're just like the ultimate comfortable book. Like, I love the Penguin cloth bound books, don't get me wrong, they're so aesthetically pleasing on the shelf, more so I feel like than the spines of these books, but as far as the easy, like, comfortable readability of books, I love the Penguin English Library, even though with the covers being so floppy, they're kind of not sturdy, so I don't feel like they hold up well to long-term if you're reading the book a lot of times. But for how often I read books, they're perfectly fine. And they're pretty cheap, so I mean, if you need to, they're not like super cheap, but they're pretty affordable. So if you had to replace one, it's not like the most expensive thing in the world. And then lastly, some books that I just came across and I had to buy them. So I have the Harper Perennial Olive editions of books. I'll have to move so you can see them right here. I have some of them from, all the brown ones were from, I think, their 2018 collection, and then I have a few just random ones from other years. So they released the 2019 collection, and I first was like, oh, I don't need them. But then I seen they're all supposed to be mystery thriller books, and I just knew I had to have them. So I'll show you guys first them collectively, and then I'll show you each one, the cover and what book it is. So the color scheme they went with was red and black and white for this collection for this year, which I thought was an interesting choice, since it seems like every other year they always did like a variety of colors, which was interesting. So I will show you the covers. I really love the cover designs on all of these. So the first one is A Darker Domain by Val McDermid, and I haven't read any of these. I don't think I've even heard of any of these mysteries, so that's even better for me, so I'm not buying a book that I already own. Then we have Death at Le Fenice by Donna Leone. I hope the glare is going to make it so you guys can still see this, because the sun's like coming right into my room right now. Then we have The Mapping of Love and Death by Jacqueline Winspear, Moriarty by Anthony Horowitz, Gaudy Night by Dorothy L. Sayers, Careless in Red by Elizabeth George, The Red Breast by Joan Isbell, and then lastly we have The Blessing Way by Tony Hillerman. So that was all 8 books altogether released for this year of the Harper Perennial Olive editions. They are gorgeous, and I need to work on reading the other ones though that I bought. I think I read like I only read 4 of the other 8 that I have, so I have a lot to work on as far as that collection. That's okay, because I know I mentioned in my 2020 reading goals that that was one of the collections I wanted to work on completely reading this year. So I am editing this back into the video. I completely forgot one other book order that I put in, the one that I think is actually the real reason why I am the most excited about this book haul, which you already have seen probably, if you noticed behind me, I don't know. But I bought two sets of books from Juniper Books, and I have wanted to put an order on their website for so long, but I was waiting until they had a sale because they're so pricey. And so I bought the set here, which you might have seen in the background of some of my videos before, but I haven't shown you guys officially them yet, and they are the beloved author Toni Morrison. This is a set of 7 of her books. So we have God Help the Child, Sula, A Mercy, Tar Baby, Beloved, Song of Solomon, and The Bluest Eye. I want to read all these. A few of them I have read before, so they'll be rereads for me, but I just love this set on how it has all the spines come together to make her face, and I just think it's a beautifully done set. The other set that I got is so exciting, and it should be no surprise to you guys because it's one of my favorite books of all time, and I bought the Anne of Green Gables set. I have had my eye on this for so long, but I just couldn't justify spending that much money. But when they had the sale, I went ahead and bought the set. So this is all of the books in the Anne of Green Gables set. We have Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea, Anne of the Island, Anne's House of Dreams, Rainbow Valley, and Rilla of Ingleside. I'm just so glad. I wanted a set of all of the books. I don't own any sets, and this is the one that I wanted for the longest. I'm so happy to have it. You guys, this set makes me so happy. And then the last book I picked up from Juniper Books was one of their new releases, and it's called For the Love of Books. It's kind of big. It's called Designing and Curating a Home Library by Thatcher Wine and Elizabeth Lane. It's such a gorgeous book, and it goes all into different people's personal libraries that they put together, how to put together your own and curate your own home library, and it's just like such a book lover's book. I cannot wait to read this one. I just love this book so much. So that's it for this video. Let me know which one you guys think I should prioritize. I know in my TBR for January I've already mentioned a few of these that I'm trying to get to, so hopefully that happens. Let me know any other ones you think I should prioritize. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to help support my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!